Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I love knowing that some of you guys watching do that shoulder shake with me. Like, that literally makes me so happy. It is time yet again for another reaction video to a YouTuber's skincare routine. I absolutely love these videos and you guys seem to like them too because you're all coming for the shady comments. I see you. But even more so than like informational videos, I think it's just like a really fun way for me to be able to share like some of the things that I've learned about skincare in a fun, shady, sassy, bitchy, analytical, okay, now I'm just quoting Hot Lamode, in just a really fun way. So if you guys like it, I'll make more of them because I love doing them. I'm going to be reacting to Pony Syndrome's skincare routine. Now, I am doing this because of you guys, because I literally had no idea who she was before making this video. Sorry, not sorry. I literally looked at your YouTube channel and I'm like, huh, where the fuck have I been? She's huge. So many subscribers. But one of my inspirations, Susan Yara, already did a video where she reacted to her Harper's Bazaar Go to Bed with Me. But since then, she has released another skincare routine, which I thought would be really fun to react to since I'm not really seeing many people talk about it. I will link Susan's video in the description box below, but I am so ready and pumped for this, so let's get into it. If you don't know me, I am a skincare specialist, meaning that I work in the industry. I do ingredient and product trainings with the skincare company that I work for. I am not, however, a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I ever claim to be or know more than either of them. If you do have any skin concerns, please go get that shit treated with either of them. It's all just for fun and information's sake. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, please forgive me if I seem kind of dumb in reacting to her routine because I literally have watched like one or two of her videos. I really wanted to have a clean slate for this video, approaching this with a completely open mind. But I have to say, I saw her Elsa transformation video. Obsessed. She is so talented. I already love her, but let's see what her skincare routine is like. So this video is called Revolve Festival, Glowy Makeup and Skincare Routine. Is it bad that I don't know what Revolve Festival is? Sorry. Man, she is so pretty. And even from a distance, her skin looks so good. Honestly, skin that I could only dream and aspire to have. From my understanding, she's Korean, which honestly, no surprise whatsoever. Koreans have the most beautiful skin. Wow, this festival looks gorgeous. I kind of want to look into it because it looks like a more low-key, laid-back festival, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, love her, love this, love her outfits, but this is not skincare. Where's the skincare? Oh my gosh, she hasn't even started her skincare routine and it looks flawless. What the fuck? Life is not fair. Okay, so the first product is a honey banana mask. Let me look this up because I don't know the ingredient list. It's by Twatsby, something like that. My chaos didn't even know what I was saying. Okay, so glycerin is the second ingredient. Love glycerin, good hydrating ingredient for the skin. Third ingredient is niacinamide. Love that. I absolutely love niacinamide. I talk about it all the time on my channel. It's great for reducing oiliness, but it's also a brightening agent that helps get rid of dark spots. It's also good for getting rid of sensitivity in the skin. Ugh. Well, the fourth ingredient is denatured alcohol. Not a fan of that, but honestly not surprised. Denatured alcohol is found in nearly every single sheet mask out there that I've been able to find, which is why I'm not personally crazy about denatured alcohol. I think they use it because denatured alcohol is a solvent and delivery agent, so it helps for ingredients to really penetrate the skin, but it also can be really sensitizing and overly stripping, and I personally have a really bad reaction whenever I'm exposed to denatured alcohol. I just don't like it in products. I feel like there's way better delivery agents out there that are way less sensitizing. And then honey and banana comes after denatured alcohol. Yeah. See, I don't like it when brands advertise to have certain ingredients, but then formulate with a higher concentration of irritating ingredients. I'm like, you may as well say this is a denatured alcohol sheet mask. Just being honest. Okay, it also has green tea and centella. Love that. It has sodium hyaluronate, really hydrating ingredient as well. Ugh, and then at the end of the list, there is fragrance. You know, this kind of represents why I don't like sheet masks. I love the niacinamide, but overall, just not a fan of this product because of the irritating factors like denature, alcohol, and fragrance. I would say a better alternative to this one is the Honey Mask by I'm From. That's an amazing hydrating wash-off mask that works really well for getting those honey benefits that I believe this one claims to have. But you know, we're not starting off terribly. That wasn't the worst thing in the world. You know, moving on. So she goes in with the Pixie Glow Tonic next. Yeah, not a fan, not a huge fan of that product. If you want to see my entire description why, go to my video called The Truth About Pixie Skincare. It's in my description box below. It's just like really overhyped, and it's formulated with fragrance and other irritating ingredients that I'm not a fan of. Yes, you can get some exfoliation, but there are other better products out there that will get rid of dead skin cells without irritating your skin. I can already tell that our philosophies for skincare are a little bit different, which I mean, you do you, boo. Not judging, well, maybe judging, just a little bit. Okay, so she's definitely okay with fragrance. The next product she goes in with is from Sunday Riley. It's their CEO Moisturizer. This one claims to have vitamin C in it for brightening abilities, but also being really moisturizing and nourishing for people who do have more dry skin. This one's okay, but it is formulated with some citrus essential oils that I am not a fan of. And from what I remember, it also has other fragrance ingredients as well. So automatically, I'm a little turned off to that, especially because of how expensive this product is. But in addition to that, I'm also wondering, she went in with a hydrating face mask at the beginning, followed up with a toner, and then now is going in with a pretty hydrating moisturizer as well. Maybe she has really dry skin, but for me, that would be a little bit too much moisture. As an alternative to this product, I would highly recommend the Sunday Riley Tidal Moisturizer. That one is fragrance free and is an amazing moisturizer for more combination to oily skin. It is formulated with 1% alpha arbutin, which is an ingredient that's kind of hard to find, but amazing. It's a brightening agent, so for anyone who does have dark spots or sun damage in their skin, it's really great for lifting that pigmentation, and a really underrated ingredient in my opinion. So if she was wanting to stick with Sunday Riley, I would say a better substitute would be the Tidal Moisturizing Cream. But even in my experience, it does have a lot of moisture with it as well, which is where it could be optimal for someone who does have more dry skin, especially since this is festival season, and everyone knows that at music festivals, you sweat like balls. Okay, so she's going in with a restorative lip balm from Bioderma. If you guys have watched any of my recent videos, you know that I have been falling in love with Bioderma, specifically their Sensibio micellar water. I think it's great at an amazing price point. And Bioderma was kind enough to send me a bunch of products, but I don't think the lip balm was in those. So I'm gonna look up the ingredient list right now and see what I think. One of the tricky things about lip balm is that people tend to overlook the ingredients a little bit more because they're like, oh, it's just my lips. But in reality, the lips can be a really sensitive part of the face. And keep in mind, you're re-exposing your lips over and over and over again to whatever product formula you're using. So if it does have irritating ingredients, you're re-exposing your skin to them a lot. It has mineral oil and a siloxane at the beginning. Not terrible ingredients, they're good for locking in hydration, but they're also relatively inexpensive and nothing fancy. Shea butter, soybean oil, avocado oil. Oh, and I don't see any fragrance. That's awesome. You know, looking at this ingredient list, from what I can see so far, I personally think it's a good product. I don't see any really irritating ingredients, and they all look pretty hydrating and exactly what you would want for a lip balm, something to really seal in that moisture. It's a big shame Bioderma is not sold in Hawaii. Maybe I'll just have to wait until I go to the mainland to buy that. One of the many benefits of living in Hawaii, you know, like Hawaii life, where even if you buy online, everything takes like 2 weeks to get here. I love it. Okay, so she goes in with a Shiseido sunscreen after this. Shiseido. Where do I begin? The sunscreens from their line are the best products that they have. I will give them that. However, the brand does formulate with a lot of fragrance. I really do think that they represent the older generation of skincare where they just want like a pretty product with a good smell and a nice feel, more so than focusing on like what the active ingredients are, what any irritating components are, a clean ingredient list. Like there's not as much focus on that with Shiseido. However, their sunscreens do perform really well. The only thing is that they're crazy expensive. I use a good half tablespoon of sunscreen for my face. So if I were to use one of those products, I would go through it in like less than a month. And considering that the sunscreens are like anywhere from like $30 to $60, that's a lot of money. Okay, we get it, Pony. You're bougie. We got it. So I would personally never buy the Shiseido sunscreens because they are so expensive. But you know, if you do want to buy something from Shiseido and you do want that luxury experience, then I would say it's a fine one to go with. My only thing that I worry about with her is that the amount that she applied on her hand was not enough to get the proper sun protection you would want, especially being at a festival. I would want her to go in with a lot of sunscreen to make sure that she was as protected as possible from sun damage. And that's also one of the downsides with Shiseido sunscreens is that because they are so expensive, people tend to use a lot less. And that's just not the philosophy to have. Sunscreen is one of those steps where you need to make sure that you are overprotected because it's literally the most important aspect of a skincare routine. I repeat this all the time, but 90% of premature aging is due to sun exposure alone. Just sun exposure. I would say do about triple that and she's good to go. Okay, I believe this is the final step of the skincare routine. She goes in with the Becca Skin Love Elixir. So I'm familiar with this product. I have never used it on my face, but I've used it on my hands before. It feels amazing. It definitely has that luxury kind of vibe to it, which I dig. And this is one of those products where I'm like, I want to love it. I really, really want to love it because some of the ingredients are so good. It has a high concentration of honey. It has so many beneficial plant extracts that are good for soothing the skin and boosting the hydration and the glowiness. But unfortunately, it is formulated with fragrance. 3 different fragrant components, linalool, citronellal, and geraniol, as well as a blue dye, all of which are sensitizing for the skin. In addition, Becca doesn't disclose what fragrance ingredients are used. It just says fragrance on the label. So that concerns me a little bit because I don't know what the product is using. In addition, this is a product that's formulated with mica, which I just never like to see in a skincare product. Mica is added into skincare to add kind of like this luminosity, glowiness, sparkliness, if you will, to the product to kind of like fake a natural glow. But mica just really isn't necessary in a skincare product. It doesn't really do anything. And with the amount that we know about the way that mica is farmed, how unsustainable it is, the fact that they use child slaves sometimes to mine mica around the world is just kind of a turnoff to me. That's not necessarily accusing Becca of using slave labor for their mica. I don't know personally, but there's always a risk associated with that. And especially when it's for an ingredient that is just not necessary in a product, I'm kind of like, a little turned off by it. Is this the worst skincare product in the world? Definitely not. I think there's so many beneficial ingredients. But the thing with all of the products that she's used is that they have a lot of fragrance in them, and she's piling fragrant product upon fragrant product upon fragrant product. Oh, whoa. Try to say that 5 times fast. Jesus. It's just a lot for the skin. Would I personally be mad at 1, maybe 2 of these products in my skincare routine? No. As long as the rest of my products are formulated without fragrance, I personally wouldn't mind using these from time to time because you're likely to not see that much irritation. But to go in with all of these every single day and all of those irritating components piling on each other, I don't know. I get a little concerned. By any chance, Becca, if you're watching this would be an incredible ingredient list if you were to remove the fragrance and mica, because I would definitely be going out and buying this product. Oh, okay. Quick and easy. I like it. A lot of times with these skincare videos, sometimes they'll be like 10, 20 steps, and I'm just like, girl, you just need a simple skincare routine. I believe in like the 4-step skincare routine to my core. I think simplicity and minimalism is the best way to get really good skin. And so I like that her skincare routine was short. It definitely wasn't the worst thing in the world. You never know with some beauty gurus and just YouTubers in general. You start watching the video thinking that they're going to be using some products from Sephora, and then they pull out the Elmer's glue and charcoal powder, and I need another month of therapy. So it's just really a toss up. So I have to say hers wasn't too bad. I can tell that she is mindful about some of the products that she uses. The face mask had a high concentration of niacinamide. There's some really good ingredients in the Sunday Riley vitamin C moisturizer moisturizer, and the Becca elixir has some balm ingredients, but my main worry is the amount of fragrance and irritating components that she is piling on top of her skin. In the short term, there can be some amazing results, but long-term exposure to that much fragrance can lead to an increased risk of contact dermatitis, as well as sensitive and irritated skin, which is why I just recommend avoiding fragrance in general. I also think that she should have gone in with a lot more sunscreen. It's kind of hard to explain, but the typical sunscreen factor that we see on bottles is really only the amount of sunscreen protection if we are using like a full tablespoon worth of sunscreens for our entire face. So the majority of times when people just go in with a few drops of sunscreen or just like a pea-size amount, they're actually only getting like an SPF of 5 or 10. And with the amount that she applied to her face, at least what I saw on camera, it seems like she just didn't apply enough. So I personally would recommend going in with like 3, maybe 4 times that amount, because it is a day festival that she's going to where she's going to be in the sun for a long time. But overall, I have to say it was not the worst thing in the world. If anything, it really piqued my interest into her channel. And because her skin looks so fucking incredible, I'm instantly like, I have to watch every single skincare video from you ever. Because that's just how gorgeous she looks. And especially with her makeup skills, honestly, like, we stan. What do you guys think of this routine? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really want to hear your thoughts. I know I talked a lot in this, but I felt like the routine was kind of short, and I don't know. If you don't know by now, I always have a shit ton to say. Let me know who you think I should react to next. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.